Okay, so we're doing the march, positions of march, part of the curriculum. We're gonna show you guys some deep half sweeps now, okay? Very basic sweeps, but very efficient. Like in many positions in Jiu-Jitsu, when you're on the ground, you have your back. You don't wanna have your back like flat on the ground, okay? You wanna be sideways, so that way it's easier for us to maneuver, to move the body, move your hips, move your opponent away from you, but also it makes it harder for him to control you, to pin you down. And it's also easier for you to breathe when you don't have that much weight on top of your lungs. If every time you're flat and you have a lot of weight on top of you, it makes it harder for you to breathe. It makes it uncomfortable. So I'd rather stay sideways anyway. Again, Brian's a big opponent. You want to be sideways instead of be flat on the ground. All right, so knee active, keeping the opponent away. Hands over here, controlling the arm and the wrist so he doesn't grab my gi or hug my neck. Now I'm going to make room. I'm going to make space with my leg. And then I'm going to come up on the underhook. Underhook, E on his chest. And then right hand goes inside. I'm going to grab his left leg. Like I'm answering the phone. Okay? So I'm going underhook, right hand inside. And then I'm going to dig it. High underhook, belt underhook. Two legs on the hook. I want to be here. Okay? I don't want to try to do this position with the hand in here. Okay? It's more efficient if I can dig it. 1, 2, 3. And notice, look, my back is not on the ground. Why? Because he's a big opponent. He's going to try to defend that. So I'm going to need any space that I can get for momentum. Okay? So now I have this hand in here. And the other hand, I'm answering the phone on the other leg. What am I going to do? I'm going to pull him on top of me with this hand, with both hands. I'm foot on the ground. I'm pulling him on top of me, and I'm rolling him to the other side. Before I landed, look at my right foot. It was active from the beginning. Now I'm going to take it out of here, step, pass the guard, side control. One more time. I'll show you on a different angle now. Half guard, big guy. I'm framing here the position. Keep that hand away. He's going to try to grab me here. Keep it away. Make room. Come up. Pull. Hug it here. Okay, that's what you can get. Now, look, answering the phone. And then start digging. Wish until you can get to the belt. To the leg. Now we have both hands in here. Okay, what am I going to do? Pull and then roll. Pull him and then roll. Take your leg out. Look at where my right knee goes. Where my left hand is. Pull. Pinch. Pass the guard. Deep half guard now. We're gonna go to half guard. Same concept now, but when I try to sweep, my opponent's gonna put hands on the ground, he's gonna base it. It's gonna make it a little bit harder for me. Or either because he blocked your first attempt, or because you like this position here better. There's no order for you to do, oh, which one should I do first? It doesn't matter. You do the one that you like best or they work best for you. But there are certain times that you have to go from one position to another because of what your opponent's doing. So I'm just going to give an example. Like when I try to go to a simple half guard sweep, he based by putting his hands on the ground, and then he forced me to switch to this position that we're going to do now. Okay, so framing the position here on a deep half guard. Okay. Shield so he doesn't smoosh you in here. Keep that hand away. So now I'm going to the half guard sweep. So I come up, E on his chest, and I'm diving inside to sweep. Look what he does. He puts the hand on the ground and makes it harder for me to sweep. Okay, he's solid in here. I hit a wall in here. I can't sweep him here. He's heavy, big opponent. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to attack the other side now. So my right hand goes to his shin, and then from here to his toes. I don't want to pull it from here, okay? I want to start here. But my goal is to get to his toes as close as possible. Look, right there. Here. It's easier for me to maneuver. Here it's very hard. Here it's easier. From here, what am I going to do? I'm going to come up a little bit, okay? I'm getting my way out this way. Pull. And I'm going to reach with my left hand. So I give his foot to my left hand. Notice that if I try to do it from here, look, I'm never going to be able to reach. So what do? I go from, see the belt? I'm on top of the belt. That's not good. You want to go below his butt cheek over here. Okay, so from here to here. Now look, very easy to grab it. Give it to your left hand and hold it. Okay, now what am I going to do? Couple ways of doing it. If I really like to sweep this way, I can try one more time to go that way. Sometimes it works. Or sometimes you just force him to put all the weight on the other side. So I go here first, look, especially if he's big. Now he's really like putting the weight on the opposite side. What am I going to do now? I'm going to sweep him back to the other direction, okay? I'm using jiu-jitsu over here now. So all the weight is over there, over here. There's no base, much lighter. So I'm coming up and I'm sweeping him this way. What do I have to do in here in order to make this efficient? So I'm going to drop my foot, okay? So I'm pulling my arm out. I'm going to go from here to my elbow. And I drop my foot to the ground at the same time. So look, I get my body out and I drop my foot. I'm on my elbow now, okay? Now, that's his base over here now. The only thing he's got protecting him from falling this way. So I'm going to grab there. I'm going to tap there. Look, palm of my hand, control it. Why? So he doesn't hop away. Grab it. That's it. He can't hop it away anymore. Now look at my leg. Fold it. Now look. I'm on my knees. I'm coming up. Sweeping. And I got the sweep. Usually on this sweeping here, all I have to do is step over, pass the guard, land it on the other side. Okay? One more time. Shield, keeping that hand away. Oh, what if he's got your hand in here? No problem. Okay, still gonna do the same thing. Look, right hand inside, make room, get you on the hook. Come up. Okay, cool. Grab the leg, try to sweep him that way. He blocks it. Right hand inside the leg, go look for his toes. Dig it. See? Give it to your left hand. Replace it. Drop your foot, get to your elbow. Tap the knee, fold your leg, come up, pull, step, side control. Okay guys, half guard variation here when very basic sweep, knee shield again, guys, he's a big guy, I don't want him like on top of me, hard to breathe. So keep the distance, use your shin to open it up, come up on the hook, okay? Now, dive inside. So you try to sweep, he blocked, okay? He made a good base over there with his hands, he's blocking. So what am I gonna do? Dig it, get your back off the ground, turn sideways. Excuse me. Control the shin over here and start sliding to the toes, okay? So you grab it, pull it to you, start sliding. You wanna give it to your left hand, okay? Now what am I gonna do? I'm going to start connecting. I'm going to start hugging that leg. Go inside. Keep going inside. As I'm doing that, look, his right knee is on the ground. Okay? Pay attention here. His right knee is on the ground. What am I going to do to make it easier for me? All the weight is on that knee right now. Okay? I'm going to get my body under his knee. So look, foot on the ground, hug, and dive inside. I'm going to drag my body under his knee, and then I'm gonna take that knee that's on the ground and I'm gonna put on top of my body. Watch this, foot on the ground. Look, I'm gonna start pulling him on top of me and I'm gonna slide under his body right here. Okay, now I change everything. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna go that way a little bit so he'll switch, he transfers the body weight because he's thinking that I'm coming up now. but I won't. What I'll do now, I'm gonna pull him on top of me a little bit again, and then I'm gonna rotate everything to the other side. Take the leg out, right knee where your left hand is, pinch your elbow and your knee together, control the hips, pass the guard. Okay, so another form of sweep from the half guard. I'm over here with the shield again, hands on the biceps, okay, controlling. Make sure that he doesn't push your knee down like this, so keep it active. Keep your knee active, a good shielding here. Some people prefer to grab the wrist, others the pocket grip, others this grip in here. Okay, I like to grab the wrist or control the biceps, okay? So now, I'm gonna push with my shin here. Look, I'm pushing it to make space, and I'm coming up with my underhook. Oh, come up. Now I'm going to that sweep. I grab the leg first. Again, I don't like to stay here. Okay, look, I'm above the belt. I don't like that. I like to dig it inside and get deeper. From here, I go below the belt and then to the leg. I always go to the leg. Okay? I don't like to stay high. So now I'm gonna go shin, stop pulling it to me, and then in the same time I'm walking my hands to the toes. Okay? After you get some experience, you're gonna stop pulling it with your wrist. So notice that I never use my right hand. I go inside, look, pull it, and then pull it, and I give it to my left hand. Okay? You just get used to it. You gotta do it. You gotta keep practicing, and then you're gonna get used to do that. You never use your hand. So now I have control with my left hand. What am I gonna do? Again, you gotta use jiu-jitsu in here, okay? You gotta be smart. You gotta mess with your opponent. So I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna sweep him and throw him that way. He goes forward. Now he creates a lot of space. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna drop my leg, and I'm gonna go to my elbow in the same time, just like before. Here, and I pull my head out. Okay, once I pull my head out, I'm gonna come up now. From elbow, I go hand to get stronger and taller. Look how my chest grows on top of my opponent. Now I'm staying connected to him. I'm gonna come up to my knees. Notice that my foot is on the ground, not on top of his leg. I wanna lock myself. Gotta make it easier here for me. I'm gonna fold my leg and go to my knees. My right hand now, look, goes to the outside of the knee because he's gonna try to hop away from me. He's gonna try to move away from me. So if I have to, I'm gonna have to keep chasing him. Tap that leg, pull it to you, and push with your body. Again, step over the leg, side control. Right knee under his leg, and right elbow pinching the other leg. So now I got hips control. Stabilize the position, then you can come up if you wanted to. Either double under, or, you know, over and under. Hey guys, so when you are fighting in tournaments or when you're competing, it's hard to just, you know, get in there and shoot on your opponent, like go for a takedown. You have to force him to walk into your steps or put him to dance, like I like to say it. So you get your grips, you know, whatever grip you like it. You get your grips already, you started to fight. So what I like to do, I like to start using my foot, like, you know, Ochi and Coach got it, just to force my opponent to walk. So I like to start, like, you know, dancing with my opponent and then using Ochi and Coach to make my opponent's feet lighter, okay? So in this technique over here, I'm gonna go for ankle pick, but instead of just shooting there, because she's gonna block me, she won't let me, you know, reach her foot, okay? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put her to dance first. So look, I'm gonna step this way. Look at my right foot, where my right foot is now, right in this spot. So I'm gonna back step, hit that leg. After I hit that leg, all the weight transfer to her left leg, okay? Which is exactly what I want. Now, I know she's gonna try to pivot and push and pull that leg back that way away from me. Okay, so before she does that, I'm gonna take my right foot, usually, you know, the inside part of my foot, okay? So I'm over here. I put myself in this position here. I'm gonna take my right foot and I'm gonna block it, okay? The back of her foot, okay? Her Achilles over here, right? So right foot over here. Now I don't have to go down to grab it. What do? Once I block it over here, look, my foot is working like a hook, okay? So once I block that, I'm gonna punch her away, okay? With my hand in here, I'm gonna punch her away. I'm gonna put more weight on that leg. So here, look, I have thumb inside. I have a good grip in here. I'm gonna punch it away. Look, all the weight goes over there. This leg over here is much lighter. So with my right foot, now I'm gonna start elevating that foot to my left hand. Okay, now I have the technique that I want. So look, notice over here, my left hand is like a hook. I have a perfect technique in here. Now there's few different ways that I can take my opponent down now. Because she's in one leg now, it's making much easier for me to attack. I can foot sweep this way. I can trip her this way, okay? Or I can just, with my right hand, I'm gonna pull her head towards the ground and I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna start walking like a 180 here. You know, you wanna go clockwise in here. Look, in this situation. Pull the head down and raise the foot in the same time. So you're turning the wheel. It's like you're driving a big bus, a big truck. So you gotta turn the wheel this way and you pivot to your opponent down into a knee belly position. One more time. You can play with this technique in here, you know, with the footwork, and then you end up getting that foot. Okay, so once I have the foot, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna pivot and turn the wheel. So I'm pulling the head down and I'm lifting the leg and turn. Look, this way. Straight to knee on belly. Okay, so now we're doing a deep half with double on the lapel. I love this one. I've been doing it forever. Half guard, shield. Now I'm ready to go. Before, you know, I was going straight to the legs and using like no gi technique. Like even though she has the gi on, I was going straight with Brian. I was going straight to the legs. Right now we're gonna use the lapel to do that deep half sweep. So before I go to the underhook, this is what I like to do. I'm fighting over here. I got my shield in here. Sometimes, okay, if you like it, instead of rest your foot on top of your foot, okay, you can put your toes on your opponent's hip in here like this, and then keep the shield in here. Just preference, okay? Some people like to leave it on top of your on the hip like that. Others like to sit on top of your own foot. Others like to leave in the air like this with your knee active in here, protecting your opponent from like coming forward here. So look, one hand on the shoulder, one hand on the biceps, keeping my opponent away, or controlling the wrist. Again, preference, okay? You do it the way you like it. So now, I want to use the lapel. What am I going to do? I'm going to start preparing those lapels for my technique. So what do? Pull the lapel out. Don't just pull this out. Once this is out, make sure you got a pistol grip and pull everything out. The softer material as well. See that this part in here? You got to make sure that this is out. It's very important. It's going to be much easier for you to do your technique later. So now the other lapel is still inside. I'm also going to take that one out. Okay, take your time, take it out. Boom, both lapels are out. Now what am I going to do? Underhook, come up strong in here. Now I'm diving inside to that technique. Grab the lapel right away. Look, I'm grabbing in here. Walk your hands forward. Give it to your left and give it back to your right. Go as high as you can. Why? I don't want her to posture up now, so I'm going to keep on controlling like this. Okay? So now look, I have the underhook. Notice, just like I said on the previous technique, I don't like to stay high. I go from here to the belt and belt to the leg. After you get more experience, you can go from here directly to the leg. So I always come up to go to the leg. Now I'm going to start pulling her on top of me. Stay there. And that's usually your opponent's gonna do. They're gonna stay here with this knee on the ground and they go directly to this position here, okay? So now that's when I start preparing my technique. Couple details in here on this technique. Couple things that you wanna be, make sure you do it. Right away, hide your hand, your arm, under your opponent's leg. Because if you leave it out here, she might try to attack a Kimura, okay? On this arm over here. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna hide it under my opponent's leg. Now look, my right hand that was controlling her posture for a little bit, I'm gonna let the lapel go. You just drop it. Leave it over here, same spot so you can get it later, because you're gonna need it. So from here, I'm gonna go both hands on one leg, here. And then look for the lapel, and then give it to your left, like that. As high as you can, controlling your opponent's posture. Look, make it uncomfortable for her. Now my right hand goes back to the lapel. Again, as high as you can. Look, see how I'm pulling her neck down? This is perfect here. Okay, really good. Now it's super easy. Look, it's a very uncomfortable position for my opponent. Now what do? I let my knee guide me. Okay, so both of my knees go this way, and I extend my legs. Now look, my feet comes first, then my knees. So look at the movement. This is very important. I'm rocking my opponent here like that. So I pull the knees to me. Okay, now look, I'm gonna extend it. Pay attention to her body. Pay attention to what happened to her body when I extend my legs. Look at her body moving. Look. See? I put a lot of pressure on her foot, on her knees. Now I'm moving my knees back to me. Look, I move her again. And then I come up to a double under technique. So now I'm inside her guard, but I'm ready to pass over here. So look, I have a double under. I'm gonna cross my hand and I'm gonna pass it from here. Okay, a few different ways of passing. But for now, you got your 2-point sweeps. Frame the technique, I know already. I already know I want to go to the double under lapel sweep, so I'm going to start working the lapel. Take one out, everything out, including the soft part, and then go for the second one, and then in the same time come up. Dive inside, grab the lapel, okay? Now look, grab under the, right here on the hamstring, below the butt cheek. Now I'm going to start pulling her on top of me and getting under my opponent. Deep half over here. Deep half technique. Hide your left hand to avoid the Kimura. Look, controlling the posture, let it go. Look for the other lapel. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. If you have to, you can take this hand quick, give it to your right, and then hide your hand again. Now look, give it to your left hand, as high as you can. Go back, control the lapel, and start using your knees, look, for movement. See? Sweep, double under. So, double under lapel sweep from deep half. So, but usually sometimes when you go to the double under lapel sweep from a deep half guard, they push your head and they step over the head to try to get to the other side. So on this technique in here, we won't let the lapel go. I'm just gonna dive under my opponent a little bit, and I'm gonna show a detail when they put their butt on the ground. As soon as you notice that the butt on the ground, you just focus on one leg and then forget about the rest, and the position will work for you, okay? So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this. So half guard, stop pulling the lapel out, okay? Keep protecting yourself so she doesn't hug, she doesn't, pass that shield in here. Get the lapel out, get your second lapel out, and then you come up to a deep half position. This is a half guard. Now I'm going from half guard to deep half. Dive inside, grab the leg below the butt cheek, and then you stop pulling. Now I'm on a deep half technique. Usually on a deep half, I don't like to stay here, flat on the ground. Okay, I like to stay sideways, always passing. Okay, it looks uncomfortable, but it's not. So what do? Look, lapel is here. Now I gotta get the other lapel. Left hand to the right hand. Hide your hand, give it to your left. Look, and then go back and control the opposite lapel. Now, but when I do this, the goal in here, it's not to have a lazy head in here. You don't want your head to be on the ground because it's very easy for your opponent. So your head must be active. Your head is like another arm in here. I'm controlling the posture, but my head gotta be up here, controlling my opponent's leg so she doesn't pass and step over my head. But what is she gonna do? She's gonna push my head down because she knows that. Okay, so her hand and arm is usually stronger than my head. So she'll push my head down and then she'll step over. Now watch this. Stop right there, Caíra. Look, she's going. But after she passes, she's gonna start sitting back this way, and I know that. Okay, that's the key of the technique now. So my knees were pointing that way, my feet is pointing that way. Just like before. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start extending my leg and then creating a space in here. Look at my left elbow. It's under her leg. I never let the double under go. The grips go. Okay, you maintain there. Now, she went that way. But I know she's going to come back and I'll start bringing the butt back this way. So as soon as she starts doing that, I got to get under her. How? By throwing my hips under her and my knees to the right. Look, I pull the knees to me. Now that's it. Keep the lapel. Okay, so now look, focus on her right leg. My whole body is under her. Now what am I going to do? My leg passed, my head passed. Look, keep turning. One leg, double under. Half guard, shield, control the lapel. Come on. You can give the lapel to that hand if you wanted to. Dive under, give it to your right hand. Left leg over here. Go to a deep half technique. Pull her on top, drag your hip under, grab the other leg. Control the lapel, second lapel. Like I said, I like to stay sideways. The head active. She pushed my head down, step over to the other side. Look, left elbow under her leg, dig it inside. Okay, my wrist is behind her knee. The whole elbow is inside her leg. Now she's coming back. As she's coming back, look my knee. See? Look what I'm forcing her with my legs. Look my knee. Boom. I force her to sit on the ground. She sat on the ground because of these knees here. When I did this, look, my knee's coming to me. I set her that way. Now my knee's going back. I'm turning, come up. Double under. You can pass, you can take the back, whatever you want to do after the sweep. Okay, so on this technique here, I go to the double under lapels, deep half sweep, and she steps over my head. And she gets to the other side and get a good control of me. We're going to switch the lapel, and I'm going to show you guys a very nice variation here. Here comes the pilot.
They have 2 doors over there.
Yeah. Now I know why the oxygen goes so fast. You know what I mean? Big brain, you know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, you know, I got 2 of my own Red Bulls now. How about that?
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so deep half, start controlling, getting the lapel out. 1, 2, work your way up. Make space, come up, give it to your left hand. Okay, dive yourself inside. Boom. Now, left hand, and left hand goes to the butt cheek in here, just like before. Below the butt cheek, okay? Right on the hamstring. Now I'm gonna start diving myself under, go to a deep half position. Boom, right here. Knees facing the other way. Switch hand, switch lapel. Now, usually when I do this, my opponent wants to step over my head. She goes over to the other side, and then she stepped over the head. Notice that she's controlling my leg with my left hand, so she's controlling my knee. So I don't use my knees to sweep her, and then she's got a good base right now. So look, let the lapel go, okay? And then make sure that your left hand goes under. Right here. This is the position that we end. Okay, make sure your left hand goes under. Now my right hand gotta go under as well. That's the part of the important part of the technique. So what do I want to do? I want to grab anything on the other side. But if I can grab the lapel, the opposite lapel, it's better. Pull it to you, give it to your right hand. Sometimes I can. So if I cannot, grab the sleeve. Okay, if you cannot, grab the leg on the other side. Grab where you can. Grab the opposite. But if it's here, look, grab the lapel. Make a grip, just like that. Okay? Now, sometimes I can hook her leg with my foot in here. Sometimes I can. Not a problem. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to bait her. I'm going to unlock my guard, and I'm going to allow her to step over and pass the guard. But I don't need to wait for her to do that, because sometimes she knows that she won't take the bait. So I open my leg and she doesn't do anything. So no problem. Look, I'm just going to turn. Come out. Sweep straight to a side control. Half guard to a deep half guard sweep. Control the lapel. She steps over my head. Oh, she's got a good control of my legs. I can use that for leverage, for sweep. Out your hand. Get what you can get here. Look for the lapel. Oh, I can't get it. Grab the belt. Okay, grab something. If you can, grab the lapel as high as you can. Open the leg. Sweep. Side control.